What's up guys, MBK Fighting Coach here, and welcome to another video. So recently Sonic Fox made a new tier list after he got second place at NEC. Now, for the most part, I do agree with this tier list, and he makes a lot of good points about a lot of characters. But one thing that kinda shook me was he put Raiden, specifically Raijin Raiden, at S tier. Now previously most people had agreed that Raiden was one of the worst characters in the game, but in one of the more recent patches they did buff the Raijin variation. Now Sonic Fox did go into more detail about Raiden, and he was talking about, okay, like when he's in discharge, he has this move here, he has a lot of pushback, it's safe, and he has a lot of safe strings, he has good damage and stuff like that. Then that got me thinking, let me take a closer look at this character. Is he really S tier, or is he just better than we thought? Which I think he is better than we thought for sure. He's definitely not the worst character in the game. I'll definitely agree with that, but I do not think he's S tier. And one thing I found interesting that Sonic was talking about was his discharge attack. So this move here, basically, if you have it activated, it's pretty quick. Start up one, yeah, it's a pretty quick move. It's like the recovery frames is 33, which look how fast this is. You can jump up pretty quick, so if you're neutral like this, you'll always be able to bring it out. And what it does is, like when you block attacks, like if you block 3 attacks, it allows you to do a reversal discharge special move, and that special move comes out in 6 frames. So basically, if you have this activated and the opponent does anything that's -6 or more, you get a free punish for it. So now let me show you an example. I'm gonna have Johnny Cage do this string right here. So that move is really cool, and it does like reduce chip damage. So like if you're in a zone war or whatever, like let me just test it out just to be sure. So let me have Johnny Cage throw his fireball. Okay, there's a 17 chip normally. Now let me discharge. Alright, let me discharge. Yeah, 8.75. That's like pretty much half chip. Let's see, 18. Yeah, so he takes half chip damage, which that's actually really good, man. Because chip damage does a lot of damage in this game. So the discharge is really what makes this character good in this variation, because normally he has this move, whereas this move, it doesn't have any juggle properties. But like if he's in discharge, he throws it out, he gets actually a full screen projectile, which is pretty amazing. And then up close, he can actually get like a combo extender, like the opponent juggles a lot more. And as a matter of fact, discharge also improves upon this move here. It makes it from a -10 move to a -5 move with a lot more pushback. So let me have the opponent to block. I'll show you an example. So normally you have this, but then if you do this, bam, a lot more pushback, and now it's -5. So before, Raiden didn't have anything that was safe in his first variation. Like if he did this by itself, -9. He did, let me see, the overhead, -14. This by itself, -7, which is kind of meh. If he did the other special move that with the electric lightning thing, that's like you can duck the last hit, so it's punishable. So, and you couldn't even do like this right here, because that's -13. If the opponent reads you're gonna cancel, you're gonna get punished. So now in this variation, he actually has a safe special move. Even when he's not in discharge, he's -10, but from this range, I don't think anyone could actually punish him. And especially when he's discharged, like he makes so much space, so he's definitely safe. And actually, like Sonic was showing that you can like abuse this. You can just do stuff like this or whatever. So all that's good, but that doesn't make him S tier, because he still has some issues. He has way too many flawless block gaps. Alright, so I set Johnny Cage the flawless block, and now I'm going to show you some of the major issues with Raiden in general, and even some things that this variation doesn't fix. So one thing it does fix though, it makes this string safe, and there's no flawless block there. He can do this string with no flawless block. What else can he do? He can do, I believe, this string as well. Yeah, this string, no flawless block gap, which that's really good. So he has some strings he can use, but there's some that he still can't. So before, this low string, as you can see, is a flawless block gap. and the second hit comes out at 19 frames. But like, here's the problem with this move here, it comes out in 19 frames, so therefore you try to do the low, it's the exact same flawless block gap, and even in discharge it's the same gap. It's the same gap. So both these situations, now he's minus 10 here, and here if he does it, he's minus 15. Now if he's not in discharge, he can just be straight up punished. But I mean, if he's discharged, I mean, they can do an up 2 punish, you know, a flawless block up 2. So that's a problem. That already takes away his low attack. His low attack is not safe, and his overhead, it's already minus 28 on block. Okay, well that's because I flawless blocked it. Let me take off flawless block. It's like some ridiculous number, yeah, minus 18 on block. So it's already not good. So Raiden's 50/50s are like super risky. And the overhead, it's still the problem of this being, you have to hit it twice in a row to get a crushing blow. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, maybe if you want to make it so if you hit it twice in a game, or very least in a round, that's very doable. But like twice in a row, nobody's gonna get hit by that. Like, no one's gonna get hit by that. That's ridiculous. Because people doing this low, it's a big risk. Like, either way, it's a big risk. I mean, it is pretty much a legit 50/50, because this is 16 frames, that is 19. It's technically fuzzyable, but like, it's not like part of a string. You know, these moves are not part of a string, so you could like delay the low or delay the overhead. So it is a legitimate mix-up. Now I do gotta admit, his damage output is actually pretty good. Like, he could do, let me just show you his combo he can do. I'm messing up. Oh my god. This is like a really easy combo, honestly. I'm missing the electric fly. There we go. So he gets good damage of pretty much any of his mids. I think he can do the same off this. Yeah, there we go. He can get it off that. I think off the low too. It's like a double low. Yeah, like he can do this. Or whatever. He can do it off like any of his strings. He gets good damage, but like, he has to be in discharge though. Now you're definitely gonna always, in like when you play this variation, you're gonna want to be in discharge, because you get less chip damage, you get to do the discharge special move and everything. So that's really good. Like, this variation, I wouldn't call it S tier because he has a lot of problems with his gaps and whatnot. Oh, and one more gap I forgot to mention. Let me put him the flawless block. This right here, this crushing blow string. So he can't do this into this. That's not a real thing, because that's a flawless block gap. Same with crushing blow string. But anyway, so this variation, it's much better. It fixes a lot of his problems. He actually has like some safe strings and actual decent pressure, but like, he still has issues, at least when it comes to his 50/50s. He can't, like, this string is useless, and this is pretty much useless against like a player that knows what they're doing. But Sonic Fox correctly pointed out about how good this discharge move is. It gives him decent zoning, complements this really well, and he has good damage thanks to it, and he actually can stop pressure. Most characters can't pressure this guy. Like if you do with Geras, his forward 2-1-2, yeah, he's only -3, he's not gonna get punished, but this man can do his discharge, and the Geras player has to respect that. He needs to respect that. He can't just be mashing down one like he does against a lot of the cast. Because let me see the discharge on block. It is, let's say, okay, -12, but if you amplify it, which you would in most cases, it's -4. And has so much pushback, and it covers a lot of space. So that definitely shoots this Raiden tier list up big time. Like, his defense is amazing, and honestly, it stops a lot of Johnny Cage's nonsense. Johnny Cage's forward 3, 4, something like that, it's only -2, but he can be like, bam, push you back. Johnny Cage's plus frame string, yeah, sure, he's +6, but like, Johnny Cage has nothing that can reach you in time before your discharge is gonna hit you. So you have to respect it. That's the thing, you gotta respect this variation of Raiden. So it actually is very good. Sonic Fox made a good point about how this character is actually very viable, especially this variation. Personally, I don't think he's S tier. I think other characters are better and don't have the kind of flaws that he has. But I could definitely see this guy winning a tournament, and I really want to see Sonic Fox play this character, man. I'd be so excited to see that. So that's about it for the video today, guys. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.